Community members are mourning the loss of one of their own. A Cold Spring police officer was killed in the line of duty last night. Hello and welcome to UTVS News. I'm Scott Gross.
And I'm Melissa Trigaseth. Reporter Leah Carr joins us now. Leah, you were at that press conference in Cold Spring this morning. What are the latest developments?
Yeah, Alyssa, there was an extremely somber atmosphere this morning as authorities gave what few details they could about their investigation. At around 9 last night, the family of Ryan Larson contacted the Stearns County Sheriff's Office, worried that he might try to harm himself. When police arrived at Larson's apartment above Winter's Bar in Cold Spring, they were not able to make contact with him. Just before 11 p.m., Officer Tom Decker and a partner returned to try again to reach Larson. Shortly after Decker left his squad car, he was confronted, shot twice, and died.
We lost an officer. The community lost a citizen.
31-year-old Tom Decker grew up on a farm just outside of Cold Spring. He attended Rocori schools and received his law enforcement training at Alexandria Technical College. After working as a police officer for a few years, he finally found what he called his dream job at the Cold Spring Richmond Police Department.
He was our department jokester. He had a great sense of humor. Everyone who met him liked him.
The suspect, Ryan Larson, was taken into custody last night and is currently being held in the Stearns County Jail. Officials don't believe Larson has lived in the Cold Spring community long, but would give no further details. Officer Decker leaves behind a wife and 4 young children. As of today, no funeral arrangements have been made.
Now, Leah, how is the community reacting to the loss?
Well, the few community members we were able to talk to seem to be in complete shock. You know, Cold Spring is a small, tightly knit community, so his death will definitely make a large and long-lasting impact.
All right, well, we wish them all the best. Thanks, Leah.
Last night's vigil for Tom Decker, a murder that has shaken up an entire community. Cameras were not allowed inside the actual vigil, but were able to capture the emotions of many at the memorial. It's the sound of mourning and bittersweet as people gathered to remember fallen officer Tom Decker.
Because he's a young man that should have not lost his life this way.
Decker was shot twice and killed last Thursday after attending a welfare call for a man that was concerned of committing suicide.
He was a policeman in Watkins for, I don't remember what the years were, a couple of years. Didn't know the family personally. My one daughter worked with his brother for 5 years at the subway here in Cold Spring. And it's just a tragedy that not any parent would have to go through, or anybody.
The vigil was set outside Winter's Funeral Home in Cold Spring, organized by local community member Lisa Stuckey.
He responded to a 911 call that I placed about a year ago. I thought I had an intruder, and I didn't, fortunately, but he just impressed me with how he handled it and how brave he was and how he made me feel not silly for making a call that didn't need to be made.
As everyone tried to make sense of Decker's death, Elaine Wheeley explains to her granddaughter about Decker's death.
Just, where do you think he is in that? Which star is his? I said, that one right over there. That bright star. I said, he's looking down on us, I said, and he's watching and that. So I said, we have to look up to that bright star and know that he's up there and looking down at everybody and say, thank you for coming for me.
Most of Cold Spring will remember him not only as a police officer, but a community member and a friend. Decker's funeral will be held at St. John's Abbey and University Church in Collegeville at 11 a.m. He will be buried at St. Nicholas Catholic Cemetery.
As the church bells rang and the bagpipes played, thousands of mourners came to pay their respects to Officer Decker.
I didn't know he was down here.
The St. John's Abbey in Collegeville was filled to the brim with 2,300 law enforcement patrols driving from all over the Midwest.
2 of the police officers were from Chicago.
The processions rolled through Decker's hometown of Cold Spring.
It's such a good town.
Where flags, signs, and people lined the streets to pay their respects to Decker.
Just a sad day.
As he made his rounds one last time. The large lines of police cars led to the small town of Luxembourg, where Decker was transferred to the traditional horse-drawn carriage and led into the St. Nicholas Cemetery. The 2,300 officers lined up in rows to salute the fallen brother and retire the American flag in his honor. Reporting from Stearns County, Julia Allen, UTVS News.